We're here with, let's make the better introductions today. We got Barber Nick,
Yo.
AB, and we got the Preem at the house today.
Ralph shaves, fades.
We're going to go ahead and
Fake
just
shades.
kind of throw out the socials real quick. That way everybody knows where to follow. I'm trying to get the Instagram following up. So follow me on Instagram. Pop it up right here at AB underscore gram for my Instagram. Just trying to get the following up because in the future I would like to go live on Instagram as well. Follow the Life with Coffee podcast page here on Facebook, and then on YouTube I have it under POV and then spelled out AYEBEE POVAB. That's where I'd be posting the podcast. So I realized that the Facebook Live deletes them. So since it is going to delete the videos of the live, I have them the recorded versions on YouTube if you want to run it back one of these days. And then we got Barber Nick. Go ahead and throw out your socials.
What's up? You can find me on Facebook, Barber Nick, obviously. You can find me on Instagram, underscore Barber Nick 14. I think it's 14 at the end. I'm not sure,
No,
bro.
it's not. You said this last two
I
episodes.
said that last time too, right? Let me double check. I be forgetting. Oh no, it's just underscore Barber Nick on Instagram. And that's really all like I really care to use. I mean, I have TikTok and Snapchat too, but that's not for y'all.
All right, and then we got, I don't know if, I guess Preem used to have socials, but
Yeah. But nah, I only
Still got your
have
YouTube?
my YouTube channel. I haven't put up anything recently. It's been, I think, almost another year I've gone. See,
no,
I-
not yet.
No?
I think you, or maybe
It's just
you're
a,
right. Maybe
a
you're right.
video of him eating donuts.
ASMR type shit.
The Ralph Angelo channel on YouTube, and then the Ralph Angelo podcast on Spotify. Go ahead and find it there. I haven't posted anything recent, but I am noticing I have this pattern where I'll put something up, give it up for a year, and put something up. So I'm gonna give it another year.
Dang, I give it another year. That's crazy. Hey, what you were saying though, when we went live, I pinned it on my Facebook page, and it's still there. Unless it's
So no. So like, like on my podcast page, it tells me some of my first episodes that was going live like back in January. The one with Preem, and then I think the first one with you.
Yeah.
Those have already been deleted.
Oh,
so like
shit.
it probably gives you a few weeks before it deletes them.
that's crazy. man.
But if you do have the one that I posted that I made off the GoPro,
Yeah.
then that one probably
Oh,
you might
okay,
have that one
okay.
pinned. I don't know. But
Makes sense.
yeah, man. So we up in the house today. How was everybody's Valentine's Day? Let's start with that.
That's good. That's
I'm
all right.
cuffed up. Yeah, I'm cuffed
Oh, yeah,
up
I'm
now.
Bricked up. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, just kidding.
That's funny, bro. So you want to talk a little bit about that or what?
Yeah, so I'll be open and as transparent to it. So there's been this person that I've talked to. I've known for about 2 years already. I've constantly put some distance between us, and this last time, I didn't realize how much I really liked her. Oh, I love her. I love her a lot. So I told her. She reached out, and I finally told her how I felt about her. Told her I love her. Wanted to make this happen, and yeah, we're in a relationship. So it's been.
But is it official?
It's official, yeah. I mean, no, it's official between us, but it's not
okay.
official in effort. So I
What
still
do
gotta
they
go.
call that?
Official and effort. That's a good one, bro.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
like that.
That's a good
Because,
one.
like, I mean,
Dude, that's
she's
a player type shit,
Yeah.
bro. Official and effort. That's all you gotta know, man. Damn.
because she's from Florida, so it's like
Yeah.
she lives over there, so I have to move her to Texas.
Yeah.
So I have to make
Type
moves
shit.
to make sure she's over here with me. So it's like when we go to Orlando, I'm gonna ask her out over there.
Okay.
So we're gonna make it official there. Like,
Yeah,
marry her.
probably be the big
Just get married over there.
yeah, fucking, they have like
Yeah, dude.
go elope when you get there.
Hell yeah.
No, dude.
Nah, that's cool, bro.
Yeah, I got 3.
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah, and your Valentine's, bro, pretty good one.
Yeah, my Valentine's were good. I got my girl a new coffee maker. Yeah, I was like.
Oh, I saw that. You said I got it just for me, though. Right?
I don't think I got that for me,
Ah,
bro.
shit,
Like,
that was nice, bro.
I
That
like
was
drinking coffee, like hot coffee. That's right, bro. Cold coffee is cool. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It's just something about hot coffee. And then I've been doing like just different things with the coffee and shit. Like I've been making this Italian coffee, bro. and
does that go?
it's like you get an egg, and you separate it from the yolk.
I did that.
and you
I
use
did
that.
that.
Yeah,
I
bro,
did that,
that
bro.
shit is good.
Hey,
bro.
it gives it like a little bit of a weight, like a creamy flavor, right?
Yeah,
You tried that?
it's weird to explain it, bro.
Yeah.
But next time I want to try it like with more egg, like just to see like if it changes the taste a little bit more.
No.
But now and then we went to that place over there in McAllen, the Mercado District. So
Oh, yeah, yeah.
that was cool. If y'all have time, go check out the Mercado District in
Yeah.
Harlingen on 23rd. I mean in McAllen on
McAllen,
23rd Street. That place is
It
it's
definitely
super
is,
lit,
bro.
you know?
We checked it out too the day before Valentine's Day because I had that off, and we tried the African. Oh, you posted the same
I
thing
didn't
too.
try I didn't try
The fufu that I got?
Yeah, the fufu nugasi, whatever the fuck.
But you tried like the rice or
Yeah,
the beans. or
it
something?
was the rice and the fried chicken and what else was it?
Yeah.
I think
Damn.
that. Oh, and then the
fried chicken straight from the homeland,
the plantains, the fried plantains. Those were good. Those were the best thing. The
Yeah,
rice
those
and
are
beans
good.
was ass, bro. Like,
Yeah?
honestly, like you're not missing out on anything African
Yeah.
food. Like, you're not like.
Dude, I tried it's because it was real foreign because like that. Those are the type of cultural meals that you got to dip your hands in. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
eat with your
and so
hands.
I got it was like the fufu was like a dough at first. But when you smell it and taste it tasted like mashed potatoes, bro. Like
That's
it
what
was
it
kinda
looks
weird.
like, but
Yeah.
it feels like a dope.
Yeah.
Bro, so like it was like a yay sized bowl filled, and I was like, oh, that's not that much, right? It was like $22.
It wasn't that much, bro. The portion kind of sucked, bro. I was
It
kinda
wasn't that
upset.
much, but I think what made me full because me and Danielle were sharing it.
Yeah.
It was that fufu thing. It was like that dough thing. I get it. Dip it in there, boom, like that. That got me full, bro. And there was a lot.
Did you chew it though, or you swallowed it?
Both.
Both? Was it comfortable to swallow
Yeah.
it? No, did he?
I was trying hard, bro. Like so much images.
I see so many TikTok videos that are like, no, it's a swallow food. Like like you're able to swallow it. But I'm like, I don't know, bro. I just wouldn't sit right. Like swallowing that much, like.
To be fair, bro, no Diddy, I swallow all my food, bro. Like I'm not a person that chews very, like I'm not there chewing. You know what I mean? Like
Imagine like
I
fucking
think-
swallowing frosted flakes, bro.
no, I think that's what gets me.
Fucking
I feel
pretzels.
bloated and shit right away because I'm just like tragando, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to like savoring, sitting there talking, drink. Like nah, bro. Like when I'm eating, it's like let's get it down.
No, yeah, I like to enjoy my food, bro.
No, so I think that's why I'm saying, like, to answer your question, man, I don't know. I think I was just swallowing the whole time. No Diddy. Pause. Pause, bro. But yeah, it was good, bro. Like, I really did like it. Like, honestly, I've been craving it, so I made a little TikTok video and I posted on YouTube as well. So if you guys want to go check that out. But it was cool, bro. It was like a little. I wish we had more time because we went on a weekday and then the kids were gonna get out of
okay,
school already, bro.
yeah.
So I was like, But
Yeah, it's better to go like on a Saturday.
it was kind of like a cool, like little market. Does this get packed on Saturday or no?
Yeah, I guess super, bro.
Yeah.
When I went, bro, it was packed, bro. Like packed.
Yeah, 'cause it's
it looked
kinda
just like the
narrow.
McAllen Mall, bro. Like
Really?
that,
Oh
like,
shit! Yeah,
like-
and that's because the McAllen Mall probably not even that
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
Like, it's not just have that much
It's
motion.
because there's so many like stores and
There
stuff
is.
in there, bro.
Yeah, I
it's
saw
like
that.
just little markets in there. There's even a barbershop in there, but
I saw that.
they're
Yeah.
low key ass though. But
Did you get to go upstairs? Is it like what's up there?
It's just more little stores and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh shit! I thought it was like a cafeteria. Or something.
There's actually a badass on Valentine's Day would have been the perfect time to go to. Up there they have like a bridge, and in the middle of the bridge it has like a heart, like with
Damn,
flowers
I didn't
around
see
it,
that
and then
shit.
you can go to the office, which is on the second level too, and buy these little heart locks. You can like
Oh,
buy
put it on
stuff
there?
on them and put it on there.
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, super cool.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try that next time. Oh, probably, do they do that all year round or?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay,
been
okay.
going on there. Yeah, it's been.
That's
I think
cool.
it's just like another attraction they put in there.
That's badass,
because they had
bro.
the locks. Like there's like it's like a fence thing, like where you're walking. So and like you can see downstairs right there. They have all the locks right there on the fence.
See, I feel like here in Harlingen, bro, like Harlingen, if we got like the mayors, the Chamber of Commerce, whoever, we got people watching from there. I feel like we need to spread more ideas like that in the city of Harlingen, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like I feel like we make good enough revenue, and I feel like we have land to put places like that. To put like I was thinking about, you know how in San Antonio there's by the college there's the Frio. I don't know, is the Frio River or what? I don't know if it's called.
A Riverwalk? Or
No,
which
like
part?
where everybody goes and they like it's an attraction to go there in the summer, like to like
Probably like
a lake
in,
river, like
yeah,
San
they
San,
have- yeah,
San
they have-
Angelo or San Marcos,
yeah,
whatever.
around San Marcos, area, yeah.
San Marcos is cool. It's really nice there.
Like I feel like they can do something similar to that, like a watering hole type shit, you know. But I don't know. I feel like there's a like or we live in Texas, bro. There should be a pool open year round.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
they open them late in the summer. It's like halfway through June, and then they close them.
I hate to do that. Like, oh, it's winter time. Like,
We ain't
bro,
no winter out here, bro.
It's
Like-
winter, 1 week on, 1 week off. Like, y'all missing out on
Yeah,
money,
bro.
Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like, and then you know what I hate too about that, bro? Is like during the winter time, like you go to Walmart and stuff, bro. You can't find like no summer clothes, bro. Like
Nah,
everything's
for
like
sure.
all long sleeve. But I'm like, bro,
Like heavy-ass clothing, too? Like, we're sweating out here, bro.
Like, it's crazy, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro.
They didn't have like a half.
Then
and
you
half,
see
man.
all shit on clearance by the same
Yeah, I'm
time.
just like, what? Don't get me wrong, it's a cool time to go buy the little bit of stuff they do have, like summer stuff, but like, yeah, that's stupid, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, they upped the game this time though.
Yeah, they've been
the
changing it.
remodel.
Yeah, they've been changing it a
some
lot.
pretty good clothing and whatnot. But I mean,
But yeah, man. So today I was on Facebook and I asked some of the people on my personal Facebook, you know, kind of what they thought, like some podcast topics. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit some of those head on here as we're starting the podcast. Some of the topics they were talking about. One of them, what we can kind of touch base on. Let me see here. Let me see. That's a twisted teeth.
I was trying to think.
I be doing that, my girl be getting mad, bro. I be doing it looking right at her in her face. She hates her off when I be chewing too. Bro, last time y'all didn't even tell me, bro, I was going hard with that gum I was chewing, bro. So,
You heard
people
it?
that were watching, they fucking,
Y'all chopped up?
they
I
messaged
didn't
me,
hear
they're
it.
like, bro, that gum though, bro, like you're going hard. I'm like, bro,
You know what we need in
when
the
I'm
future?
talking and chewing gum, bro, it looks like it looks crazy.
In the future, bro, we need like those monitors where we can hear ourselves.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good too.
Hey, keep on supporting this podcast, and maybe we'll get there to have like
Yeah,
better
bro.
equipment
That's
for
a-
sure.
We're gonna drop the cash app at the end, you know.
Hell
like,
yeah.
just like y'all do the hoochies and all those stuff.
For real.
Everything. How you send the money, send us. At least we're gonna put it towards something.
Bro, on a real note though, what do y'all think about that? I don't know how to do that. Like, you think that would be legitimate for the podcast or no?
What?
To do it like a cash app for the podcast?
You can make a separate podcast for. I mean,
But
a
then
separate
does it
account.
become like a
business account?
business? Like, I'm scared of that part. I don't want it to force
No.
it. You know what I mean?
Do you have two phone numbers that you don't use, or one phone number that you don't use?
Yeah, I think I might.
Use that one to open up another.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did. My business phone number and my personal phone number, I had two different
Okay.
cash apps. So whenever I use my business phone for cash app for the business,
Yeah.
they send it to that, and then I have my personal cash app.
Bro, I
Can
don't
you-
know how people get getting like kicked out of their cash app or like their cash app be getting logged.
Yeah,
like,
bro, I don't
that's
see
never
that, yeah.
happened to me,
Yeah,
bro. I feel
exactly.
like people be doing like some sketchy ass shit.
Yeah.
Jesse? Yeah. He said in the last episode.
He's like, I swear.
I think I have been entertaining the idea, bro. Like, I think if you guys are watching, I guess this is a good time. I really would like to thrive and increase the podcast. And right now, if you could see how simple, and I love it. It's real simple. It's like, so I can carry everything in a backpack. But the setup I have here for you guys, for your entertainment, for the live, for the YouTube, for our mics, super simple. Of course, everything costs some sort of money, but I would like to kind of have more. So maybe in the future, or even like a stationary, I can rent a suite. You know what I mean? And like that'd be kind of cool too.
That's what I'm thinking about the other suite over there, bro. I'm like, damn,
Give me a
like,
discount.
If you could get like enough, bro, like it would be like the perfect
That's
spot
what
to
I'm
have a
talking
podcast,
about, bro. Like a
Like,
revenue, and not even just for me. Like, yeah, sure, I would love to either live off or you know, enjoy some of that. But I really like making content, bro. Especially like the podcast, and then on the side, you know, YouTube vlogs. So, you know, more cameras, better quality cameras, better mics. Again, stationary things I think would be a lot more cool. Right now I have 2 cameras, but each one has its own purpose. So if I could have like 3 different cameras getting our different facial reactions and you know, perspectives, I think that'd be cool. So
It'd be dope having those like travel trailers and convert that into a podcast.
Dude,
so wherever
hey,
you go,
bro.
you already have the truck. Just hitch it onto the truck.
that's the thing
Anyway,
I was gonna get to, bro. They're at the Mercado district on the second floor. I was walking by last time and I looked into this glass room and it had like a tall desk and like 2 tall chairs and like microphones and shit. And I was like, what are they?
Is that
what are
the
they
one they
doing
rent
in
out
there?
for a podcast?
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
nice.
okay. Well, yeah. They do like radio talk show in there, bro.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can like see right through the glass. Like if there's people in there, like you can see them while they're doing like their thing, which is like super cool. I think, you know what I mean? People
That is
just
cool,
passing by
bro.
and shit.
You know what? Honestly, that's kind of what inspired like the podcasting for me. because back like in like 2018, 2019, I was working for the city of Harlingen, and I used to work for the waterworks. So I'd read the meters and I'd walk through the alleyways and
Oh,
shit
I
like
used to
that.
do that shit.
And you couldn't really like listen for safety. You couldn't like have a headphone on or nothing. So I used to have like this little radio, and I'd always listen to Wall 104 in the morning. And back then it was the girl. Her name was Lorena. She used to be like Lorena Macarena, like she would call herself that. And then it was Johnny O in the morning, and I just loved like the whole morning show, I guess, like
Yeah.
radio show, whatever. I used to just love that, bro. Like I'd hear them talk shit, just like talk about topics, talk about like it was something that I looked forward to. And if I'm being honest, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's kind of what inspired the podcast. Like, man, I want to be. I don't want to work at a radio, you know what I mean? Radio place, because the way they described their hours like seemed like it was ass, bro. They had to be at 3 in the morning, They didn't really have a knife, but I would want like that's what inspired the podcast. So I think it'd be cool to have like a stationary thing. So keep supporting is my main point here. Maybe I'll come up with a Cash App, or we'll see what's up. But I'm also trying to think of ideas, merch, Life with Coffee podcast merch, shirts,
Coffee mugs.
coffee mugs, yeah, and maybe like even a giveaway in the future. So if you keep watching, let us know, because I really do want to maybe try doing a giveaway. Maybe like whoever watches the live makes a certain comment, and I know that my boy Nick here voted that he would put in his part of the deal, with a free haircut or something like that, and then
Not me.
and we
Nah.
got not
Like,
me.
I ain't doing shit
I
for
lose
free.
some revenue.
That's crazy.
But I'm definitely having some ideas, so I really appreciate. Now I'm gonna take this time to say I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate the support, the likes, the comments, the shares. It's really cool, man. It's really cool. So I really want to grow this little Life with Coffee podcast community. And I wouldn't mind putting on for Harding Chon one day, bro. Like, I ain't trying to get crazy big or nothing, but maybe just like interviewing people local, like people that made it or people that are influential in our community, I guess, if that makes sense, But yeah, anyways, back to the thing. So someone had said, they said, like talking about like politics, talking about how like this day and age, as we all know, we all have our own opinions about this day and age. How do y'all feel about letting your kids, your daughter or your son, and I guess it's more delicate or sensitive with the daughter. How do you feel about letting them have a phone? Like, what age do you think would be like appropriate, or like, like is it okay for them to be on their own, even social medias?
Yeah.
Like, I've thought about it for myself, personally for myself. My kids don't have phones. Let me go back. My kids have phones, but they don't have. Damn, bro, I'm like a hypocrite. Right? They do have social media, but how do I say it?
But
it's very monitored.
Yeah, I feel like as long as they don't have like Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat, I feel like it's alright. I let my kids have TikTok and
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I was trying to say, yeah.
My son has asked me to have Instagram, but like, I'm still like kind of debating on it, because you don't really hear about like too much weird shit going on Instagram, but still like once he makes like an account, like
You
there's
open
all
that door.
types of adults in
You
there.
open that
Yeah,
door,
you know what I mean.
Like, my
But,
Explore
I mean,
page is full of ass.
They say even like like Roblox and shit is bad, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, bro.
I be watching my kids on Roblox, bro, but I don't ever see them like doing no weird shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't know like what those other kids be like getting into, like their parents like are like just not monitoring them or something. But I feel like everything comes down to a parenting thing.
Yeah.
If bad shit like that is happening to your kid, bro, it's because you're not monitoring them or paying attention, bro. Like that's gonna happen to anybody, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, I guess in my situation is different just because kids live so far.
Yeah. So it's harder.
It's harder. So I mean, this year, their mom and her boyfriend ended up getting the kids a tablet for both of them. So now they get to text me and they get to fucking FaceTime me whenever.
Oh, you see, that's
and it makes it a lot
that's
easier because
cool,
like they got stuff to do, they got their lives going on. So like for me to be calling their mom every day to be like, I want to talk to the boys and they got stuff going on. She's busy. She's doing this and that. It made it difficult. But now that they have their own tablets, per se kind of phone deal, everywhere they go, whether it's like it has service in it, so everywhere they go, they're able to be on YouTube or Roblox. That's the only things they have every day, or the game apps.
Yeah.
I guess the main thing is like social media.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
when your kids are of age, and I think you have kids already of age, and mine are getting there. What do you think is like that drawing line to say, you know what? Okay, I think I trust you to have a social media account. Like I said, personally, starting off with me. Yes, they have TikTok, they have Roblox, but I'm gonna try to keep my kids away from social media and away from being on their phone constantly.
Yeah.
As far as I can, probably to like 16, till they're aware of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably that's my goal. Like keep them away from social media. Like don't even have one.
My oldest daughter, she has a little bit more freedom. She don't have like restrictions on her phone. But my other two younger ones, my two sons, and my other daughter, the younger ones, they're like 11 and 12 and like 9. So it's like they have restrictions on their phone. So like anything they download or anything, like I have to get an email like to approve it. Like my son, like every time my son tries to download the app, it sends a note. It pops up on my thing like requesting permission to download this app.
That's badass.
Yeah, I have it set up like that too.
Yeah. And then my girl too, bro. Like she's super strict with that. Like she don't like YouTube. She don't like Roblox. Like she don't like nothing like where they like TikTok. She don't like nothing like that. They could potentially get exposed like to something they're not supposed to. Like one thing, and like she be listening, bro. Like stuff they're on. Like
you got to, bro.
If she hears something weird. Like she's looking at the phone, like checking what are they doing.
Nah, that's how I am too, bro.
Like,
For sure.
not change it, Like, Netflix is cool for them to have. I would rather them have Netflix and YouTube because there's not as bad stuff on Netflix. And on the kids thing, it's like they have their own account and it's like nothing but kids.
Yeah.
Stuff,
Yeah.
Like, so.
It's because think of it. This is what I was thinking about the other day. You look at a lot of these actors. Or forget actors. You look at a lot of the celebrities and A-listers that we all know, and they don't let their kids have social media. You know what I mean? And then so you got people, and I'm not saying that it's super bad. If you let your kids have social media, that's on you. That's how you parent. It is what it is. But there's a reason why like the rich people don't let that happen. You know what I mean? There's like they have their mindset knowing that people watch them, we don't need to watch other people type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know, man. Like I do think that social media to certain forms can start to rot the brain, like the brain rot, like they have nowadays. I do believe that, bro. And
I think their attention span gets a lot smaller based off of the whole short form content. But yeah, I think it's just it really had to be monitored, bro. I think for me to be comfortable enough to be like, hey man, like, there's got to be a lot of. If they could show me, I could trust them with it. Then I'm gonna
because I know they have like how like we have Facebook Messenger. I know they have a messenger like
for kids, right?
Too. Yeah,
I saw that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I see that there's ways to keep it safe, but I think it's like you said. The second that you open that door,
just inviting.
You're inviting. And I truly don't ever understand how people or like kids can and I'm not talking bad, but you've heard those stories like, oh, they took their life because they got bullied online. Yeah, like bro, again, I'm not talking shit, but don't be weak minded. You know what I mean?
We were talking about that the other day, bro. I can't remember who was telling me, but they were talking about like this some girl. The teachers had to have like a meeting with their kid because they were getting bullied or whatever, bro, and the kid was like drawing shit, like unaliving themselves and stuff. And so I mean that's and it's because they were making fun of like I think they're making fun of like the kids' clothes or shoes or something. I don't know. I don't really remember, but it was like it had to do with bullying, bro. And like honestly, bullying too, bro. Like I feel like that comes down to like I hate to say it, but it's like it's bad parenting, bro. Like if your kid is a bully, bro, it's because you're a fucking bully. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why like I try to explain to my kids a lot of times, like. I tell them like, hey, like y'all are fortunate to have stuff, kids don't have. Exactly, like, don't ever like start making fun of somebody because they don't have this or have that, Like really, because really, like kids, they shouldn't have that kind of stuff. But the thing is, like, we're in a day and age where it's like it's just a lot safer for our kids to like have access to a phone without
Yeah.
having to
Yeah,
run
no,
to
for
like
sure,
the
for
office
sure.
or run to somebody's team.
Yeah.
You know?
As much as
And-
I don't like those bullies, bro, like
Yeah.
I can't hold the hatred towards them because it's like, man, they didn't know any better.
Yeah,
it's like, it
no,
goes back
yeah,
to
for
their
sure. They're
parents.
just
It's
doing
like,
what they're
yeah.
seeing, bro. That's the
Yeah.
problem. They're doing what they're seeing. It's just like when you have a dog. Like, if you're a bad owner, bro, you're mean to that dog and everything, that dog is going to go and be mean to other
Yeah,
people.
for sure,
It's
for sure.
that
That's how
phrase,
it
no
is.
such thing as a bad student, just a bad teacher.
Mhm,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, but nah, bro. I just that shit irks me, bro. I tell my kids like, don't. I better not ever find out you're bullying. Like if someone around you is getting bullied or your friends are bullying somebody else, I better not find out that you're bullying that person.
Yeah, dude.
Like
So would you rather have your your son or daughter be like, not a teacher's pet, be one to
Get
be
closer
like,
to the
be one to like snitch them out and be like, nah, I don't want you in that shit.
It's a hard narrative there.
No,
yeah.
Because like I say that because like I've seen my son, my youngest one. He's more of like the stand up one for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like if something were to happen bad in the classroom, and it's some other kid that's bugging him or bugging another kid or whatever, he's one to be like, no, don't be doing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go tell the teacher.
No, yeah, that's what I was
I'd
getting
be like,
at, bro. Like,
yeah.
if my kids see someone getting bullied, like, I expect them to be like, hey, like, don't be doing that. Don't be bullying him or this and that. Like,
Yeah.
stand up for other people, you know?
Yeah.
Because I was always like that, too. Like, I've always liked to stand up for, like, the smaller person, you know? That's why in school, bro, that's why I get into a lot of fights sometimes, too, bro. Because
You're a snitch?
because, like, people would try to pick fights with my friends that don't fight.
yeah.
I'm like, nah, pick a fight with me. Like, I fight, you know?
Yeah,
Like, I'll
yeah,
fight for fun.
yeah.
I don't even gotta be mad. And that's why I got into a lot of
Give
fights
me
too.
something to do on a Tuesday.
Yeah, like 8 a.m. Tuesday. I just finished eating my breakfast pizza at school. Like, got my
Looking for
orange
a
juice in my
fucking
hand. Like, we can do this right now, bro. Like, it's
Damn, bro.
But nah, yeah. Like, I don't.
Jack, so how many fights have you been in? Like,
A lot.
yeah,
A lot.
I have yet to be in a fight.
Really?
Yeah, never been in a
Yeah,
fight.
bro. It's just something feels good about just.
Look, he's freaked up.
I'm pretty good.
Nah, bro. But there's
He's a weirdo.
start bullying me and shit.
Oh shit.
Hey, man, like, nah, bro. Like a lot, bro. A lot of fights, bro. A lot. That's all
Would
I
you
was known for when I was younger, bro.
Would you
Just
say
fun.
like the fights? Well, okay, younger is different. That kind of answered my question. But I was gonna say, would you say a lot of them kind of stemmed from being drunk or like under the influence of something?
when I was older? Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was older,
Just give you
yeah,
that courage, huh?
Yeah. I got into a lot of fights being out downtown or night shift, bro. That's why I call it fight shift.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I've only gone
My
to
favorite place.
I've only gone to night shift like maybe like 3 or 4 times, bro.
Each
And
time.
out of those 4 times, probably only one time I didn't get into it.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, there's always something going
So
on
you're
there.
the stories we have.
Yeah, hey, for real, bro. That place is just ghetto, bro.
It
Like,
is,
but,
bro.
But then again, like,
I give it. You can be a ghetto city, but it's good.
The music is
it's
always
good, and
good,
the
bro.
drinks are cheap, bro.
Yeah.
It's super cheap.
Yeah, the drink-
It's
the
probably the
drinks-
cheapest place, bro.
Yeah, it is,
Other bars. I don't even want to say other bars name because I feel like we're shitting on them, but no. I feel, but it's every bar. It's every bar here, right? Like it's just ghetto, bro. Like it's
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah.
Ghetto. There's nowhere you can go to a bar like where everybody's just chilling, drinking, vibing. That's it, you know. But I mean, bar fights go back to way back in the day. So I mean, I guess it's like a thing, bro. But like the fact that it's like that it's a thing. It sucks, bro. Because like some people like genuinely just want to go out and chill, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And the 100 is real small too, bro. So if you have a hater like me, bro, like I'm real good at letting shit slide, bro. Like if I see like an enemy or someone that doesn't like me out in public, like it's easy for me to let them slide, you know. But like once they like start like approaching me, you know, like trying to act tough, now I'm just like I gotta shut shit down. Now, you know what I mean?
Now you're gonna
Like,
make it fun.
Yeah,
Now you made my boring night fun. Why you gonna do that?
yeah, like that's another reason.
Should
Why,
just kept it boring.
Knowing you're gonna lose, why you gonna go do that?
yeah, that's why I just. That's why
Yeah.
I'm glad like I stopped drinking and stuff.
That's
'cause-
another thing, bro. Like I feel like the city of Harlingen needs to get, and I think they do this because I feel like the city of Harlingen itself is run by a lot of old-fashioned, old-school people, and literally old people. But like, I'm kind of getting out of the bar scene, but I do feel like it would have been, it would bring in a lot of revenue and bring in a lot of like maybe tourism if they had better bars or
Oh, yeah.
more bars. But I feel like they don't promote it right, bro.
Yeah,
and I
man.
don't think Harlingen wants it here. To be honest, I don't think they
That's
do.
good. Well, that's a good thing because
Yeah, I
look
mean,
at
it is.
McAllen, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
McAllen's a great fucking place. But when
Yeah.
it comes to nightlife, Nobody wants to be out because you're gonna get shot, stabbed, or beat up or something, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And then there's underage kids drinking, all like.
And I think that's what harms you.
I don't understand where those
They
parents
stay
are
away.
at either, bro. Like,
Exactly,
you
bro,
got like 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds. Like, I understand 18, like you're an adult, but it's like you're more than likely to still live at home with your parents. You know, you're like you don't probably don't have a job. Like,
Yeah.
And another thing, bro, like, the parenting is a big thing today.
Go for it, bro.
Like, I see so many people like letting their kids sell drugs, bro.
Really?
And there's people who sell drugs too, and they're letting their kids sell drugs. I'm like, you know how fucking pathetic you have to be to
Sounds
help
garbage.
your kid or let him be in that life of selling drugs.
Make it a
bro.
norm for them. Yeah.
And some of the people who already been to jail for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, so how you gonna let your kid do that, bro? Like, how
Yeah.
you like so young, bro? Like, you're just gonna help him throw his life away,
Like to see that, like, I guess as the parent, and then I don't really know what kind of mindset you gotta have to be like, I'm proud of my son.
Yeah.
And then y'all, like the other day, you were saying like those guys on the TV show, will have generations of just family members going to jail. Oh, we have the
My grandpa went.
Yeah,
my dad,
everybody, bro. Like,
That's crazy.
Like,
that's the last thing I want, bro. I don't want my kids like in and out of jail. I don't want my kids selling drugs. I mean, if they get into a fight here and there, or whatever, you know, like as long as they're not starting it, or it's not a habit, like.
as long as like their soul or spirit doesn't start going that rotten path,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
we're all gonna fall short of something, but to continue down a little ghetto kid path is unnecessary. I think, you know, especially in this day and age. I mean, maybe is where we live or whatever, but I don't see that many gangsters around nowadays, bro. Like, there's no reason for any of that.
Oh,
you were saying that. I saw that post.
And I seen they're like throwing up their hoods and everything, and I was like in the middle of HEB, this is happening, bro. And they got
Weird,
like
bro.
bandana around their neck and like fucking pants fucking past their knees and shit. I'm like, bro, like you look pathetic right now, bro. Dude,
I
damn.
think like the way like society and like the world is going, it is shifting away from that.
It is
Yeah.
definitely,
That,
yeah.
like the gang stuff ain't gonna be where people. I mean, probably a good and a bad thing, right? To think about it, because now it's like, oh, they don't want to tune into that because it's not a cool thing to do. Like,
Yeah.
I understand that, but then we got a lot more softer people that be like, "Ew, I don't wanna do that."
Yeah, that's a loser shit.
Yeah, dude, it definitely is a different age, and I think the gangsters that do come out, I feel like those are wangsters. Back then, I think it was different, bro. I think back then,
Well, people were like,
a lot
getting
harder, bro.
clicked
Like,
in
yeah,
and
it was
shit,
different
like-
back then.
Bro, like
Gotta get better.
Yeah, dude, yeah, I remember that shit. It was fun. I think that was a
back
fun
then,
part
it
about
was
it, bro.
like you couldn't even hang out with people that were from a different
Nah,
gang,
you
know?
couldn't, bro, 'cause,
And
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's why so many people hated me, bro.
'Cause you hung over wrong
So
people.
many people hated me because I was in the gang, bro. But I would hang around with other people like from different gangs and
Yeah.
stuff, you know, because like I was cool with everybody,
We're, like,
bro.
all across
And,
the
like,
board.
You're that guy. You're that guy in the
Bro,
pod.
but you know why I think they hated it, bro? Because, I mean, what were they gonna do? They're gonna beat me up? No. Psych. Psych. All y'all that I beat up were watching this because of that. Psych. Like, you're not gonna beat me up.
Not like ghetto people are leaving.
No, yeah, that's why I was like, I always believed in like hanging out who I wanted to fucking hang out with, you know? Like, I was like, I'm not gonna fucking
Yeah.
stop hanging out with somebody because you fucking say so. Like,
Yeah, bro.
the fuck? Like, that's stupid. All the OGs and everything hated, like, oh, why you hanging around with that pussy, this and that. I'm like, how you know he's a pussy, bro? Like, what the fuck? Like, that guy would probably fight you right now. What do you mean? Like, nah,
Damn, bro.
no, fuck all that, bro. Like, all that's lame, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so and like in this day and age, I don't see that the whole gang
culture,
thing
yeah.
more so like that, right? But so okay, so back to the topic. So we're talking about like kids being involved in social media, having phones. What about your daughter, like, and how she dresses? Do you, as a father, I think like you have a daughter, I have a daughter, and then you want a daughter.
Yep.
As a father,
Yeah, about like next
to
year I'm gonna have one. Nah.
are you gonna dictate how she dresses, and do you think that's a big thing, or are you gonna be like, no, you do you?
If it's one thing I could admire about a woman, and it's I think of it in this sense, like how I could see a woman is how I probably should be treating, or how I treat a woman is probably the same way I should be treating my daughter. And it would be more in the sense of like, if a woman could dress very well and be attractive modestly, then why can't my daughter be that way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of just being like, oh, it's okay because this is the culture now to be like wearing these crop tops and booty shorts and showing a lot more skin and being okay to be, what's it called? Like under 10 years old wearing a bikini.
Yeah.
It's nah. But
On a side note, bros, on that subject though, when a woman can be fully clothed and still
Still
look
be attractive?
good,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like that's
what I'm saying.
motion, bro. That's
Yeah.
motion like no other. Like she's not even trying to show anything, or isn't showing anything at all. But like she can just fit the jeans right, or I don't know. But yeah, I think like showing more of your body doesn't make you more well. It makes you appealing. It doesn't make you more attractive.
doesn't make you valuable.
Yeah, it doesn't make it more valuable. I think it's more valuable when you can fit all your clothing and not be so provocative, exposed. Yeah. But I know. What was your take on that whole daughter?
I don't know, bro. For having 3 daughters, I haven't experienced anything where I'm like, hey, like you probably shouldn't wear that. Like I feel like my daughters are very reserved already, bro. They don't wear anything like promiscuous or like shit like that, Like, yeah, I mean, they can't go certain places with certain shorts. I mean, they have these like these Nike Pro shorts that they use like for football and stuff.
Like volleyball
But
stuff?
those kind of shorts, like they know not to wear them like to church or if we walk or something.
Yeah, the common
We go
sense to it.
Yeah, like, shit like that, But other than that, bro, like, I like I said, for having 3 girls, I haven't really experienced that. Even my smallest daughter, like she'll wear dresses like to school and stuff, and she'll wear shorts under. Yeah. Like so they all know
modest.
already.
Yeah, that's modest.
Like they all know. Like my daughters are when the older ones, like they won't even like really like wear bathing suits like to the beach. They'll wear like a bathing suit top or like,
like a
one
shirt
piece,
over.
and then like with their jean shorts on or
That makes
something.
sense.
Like covered up and everything. Like there was like very well reserved, bro. So
this is a topic I was thinking about the other day. Just me. I think maybe it was a show or maybe like a video on social media. But so as a man, we're expected to be the providers. As men, we're expected to be the protectors of our home, of our women, which includes daughters and our partners. So how? Well, let me gather my thoughts here. I think this day and age, women think, okay, be the protector and the provider, but don't tell me what to do. And with protection and provision, I believe automatically comes authority. If I'm going to provide for you, if I'm going to provide a home for you, if I'm going to provide protection, knowing that you are my girl, and anybody that comes and tries to mess with you, whether like me, I'm 5'5", whether I'm 5'5", or whatever, like people are still going to think twice about
5'5" is
let me go
crazy.
mess with that woman and her dude.
You can
know what
lie,
I mean?
bro. They can't see you.
Get in the picture. But no, so like on that topic, with that being said, like
Lord Farquhar.
I'm telling you, bro. No, but the point is, like, somebody is, even if I'm 5'5" or Lord Farquaad, they're gonna think twice
For sure.
to fuck with someone, a woman who's by herself versus the one that has a man walking her to a car or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I think where it gets twisted is women want the man to walk her to the car, want a man that's going to protect that, but won't listen when the man deems it necessary. And so what I mean by that is we all know, and I think we all are here at least, we can understand that sometimes we want our girls to look good. Like if we're going to go out, wear something nice, like a little bit teasing. I love that shit, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're going out by yourself with your girls and you're wearing that, get back in the house. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we all think the same way.
Yeah.
So, and then that's where like women will be like, ew, you're going to listen to your man? Like that's controlling. He tells you what to wear? Yeah, bro. Because I think we were talking about it the other day. That doesn't make us monsters, but I feel like every man has the seed to be an aggressor if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Which is why everybody's like, oh, I hate all men. Men ain't shit, right? So we know what other men are thinking. We know what other men are capable of. And I think like there's a disconnection where women want to wear what they want, do what they want, keep clubbing while they're in a relationship or while they have a partner. And I think that's where you're either a simp or a machista or somewhere in between, that you have to put your foot down and say, no, you ain't going to go out today. You ain't going to wear that. You ain't going to make me look dumb. Or you're kind of simpish and you're going to be like, all right, yeah, do what you want. I'm not going to say nothing. Yeah, go ahead and wear that slutty outfit while I'm not there. And that's how people get cheated on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
It opens that door for them, yeah.
it really does,
Yeah.
bro. Like, and we're all human. Like, you know, one partner, sex, gender, whatever, can cheat just as much as the other one.
And I've always said this, like, it just takes that one moment for you to feel like, let me get away with this. It doesn't mean that they're going to always feel like wanting to be promiscuous or anything. It just takes that one moment to just go out, hang out with the butts. It's say, like, my married life and whatnot, if I send my wife out there with her friends and they're all single, or let's say half of them are single, or say 2 of them are single out of the 5, they're going to act single, whatever, that's fine. You got 3 married women, but those 2 single women see another group of guys out there that are single. What are they going to do? All 5 of them are going to go over.
Yeah.
So then that
Yeah,
causes
yeah.
problems. This
Yeah.
is where I say it's like, you got to understand that it's not so much that we're telling you, like, because we're possessive or
controlling
whatever.
or nothing,
It's
yeah.
just we're telling you because we see things from a different perspective. Because all it takes is for probably us to have a bad day, for you to go out there,
Yeah.
your single friends to go and get those single guys from the other table, bring it over, and then cause problems into our household.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the things that you don't
comes down to, like,
Yeah.
the people you hang out with are like a reflection.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah,
Exactly.
and
that
then-
goes for anything. Like,
Yeah, it
bro,
does.
like
I'll-
barbers hang out with barbers, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
fucking mechanics hang out with mechanics. You know, like athletes hang out with. You know, it's just that's just how it is, bro. Like,
And for us, I would give it some grace. I mean, women are there's always going to be maybe that one single friend or two in the group. There's
Yeah.
always going to be that one single friend. Eventually, yeah, you want to have that group where it's just a bunch of married women, a bunch of married men into the group. But there's always going to be that. So when those scenarios come, it's like, okay, you're with the single girl. Maybe
Yeah.
that's going to call for some attention that maybe you don't understand that we see.
Yeah.
So when it comes to that, it's like, this is why we say, hey, you know what, like, tread lightly when it comes to situations like this, because it's not going to be okay when I'm having to, like, not only fix the situation we're in, but then probably fix someone else's situation that puts you in that situation. So it's
Yeah.
like, say it's not even your fault, but now I'm having to fucking
You're having to
Go-
fight 3 guys because you were ballsy,
and then now,
you know.
now
or-
like the group of friends that we have, now I can't even be friends with them because of the fucking that one chick that disrupted the whole group.
Yeah.
It's just like that. Like that's why I'm so like picky about like having people around me.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's only a few people that I'd like to have around me.
Yeah, for sure.
For that same situation, and to disrupt that pisses me off a
Yeah,
lot
dude.
because it's like I have those people that I can trust for a reason.
Yeah.
For someone to disrupt that,
You don't have like sloppy people around. Yeah.
I feel like I'm that person. Like, you bring people. Like, if I'm hanging around with somebody, or like you, we're hanging out, we're cool. You know, you already know my vibe and everything. Then you bring some like weirdo around. Like, as soon as they leave, bro, hopefully. Because sometimes I'll say, like, why you fucking bring this weirdo around?
No, but that's what's up, though.
Like, why you
because
bring this weirdo? Like, I don't
it's
fuck
like
with
it's that candid mindset that I personally appreciate. Like, man, just tell me straight up. Like, if that's how you feel, oh, you know what? Okay, cool. Like, maybe next time we won't or whatever.
And
You
I
know?
feel that goes a long ways towards like your relationship too. Like, if your significant other like tells you like, hey, like that person gotta go, like they have a weird vibe. Like, I say trust them all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Cause like 10 out of 10, like 9 out of 10 times you're right, bro.
I just say women are pretty good with intuition.
They are.
I feel like for the most part, women
I
are.
feel like their intuition is a real thing, bro.
Yeah, it is. I would say that. Like, their intuition or discernment, whatever you want to call it. I feel like a lot of times I've seen this in many women in my life, like, including.
Man, I never got
aunts
caught
and-
cheating.
Sorry, I'm burping. My mom, I've seen her, like, tell my dad, and then something happens, and she's like, man, I told you, you know? Or, you know, things like that. And women, I think they do have, like, a
Moms
natural.
too, bro. Especially
yeah,
moms.
moms.
Like, my mom ever told me she didn't like somebody else. I'm bringing you around more.
Yeah, there was sometimes I didn't listen, bro, and
What happens?
yeah, you had kids there. No, but yeah, man. So like back to what I was trying to say is that, so like women don't like to be told like, okay, like I don't like when a man wants to tell me how to dress or whatever, but but I came to like this realization, like to be a provider, to be a protector, also means to call the hard shots that nobody else wants to call in your family or as a man. And as a man, if that's gonna start an argument between you and your girl about her going out with her friends, having a girls' night, hanging out with single friends when she ain't single, and you dictating, saying, "Hey, you leave. There's gonna be problems tonight," you know. I think more men, bro. Let me change the subject a little bit. I think more men should be a little bit more
Stand in front of the fucking door like Michael Myers.
1950s type shit. I think more men should put their foot down in their relationship. Like, bro, you're the man. You got to be the one to lead, to call the shots. And then sometimes being a man isn't just like, oh, like I'm the cool one that she loves. No, it means that it's the one that you put her in her place, that you put everybody in their place. Like we're talking about kind of bullying and everything. My daughter for Valentine's Day, or for Valentine's at the school, they were having like this little thing going on. And then she's like, I was asking all my kids, hey, what do y'all do for Valentine's, whatever. So she says, oh, well, they put me, they partnered me with this fat boy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. I was like, well, what's wrong with that? And then she's like, I don't even like him. I was like, you don't have to like him, but if they, just get him something, just be nice, And then she was like, no. And then she kind of made it seem like people were talking about him. I was like, look, I just want to tell you something. Don't be the one that talks about him. If people talk about him, stay out of it, or like don't feed into it, or maybe defend him if that's worthy. Because sometimes when people they deserve bullying. You know what I mean? Like there's some kids that deserve shit. So I was like, hey, stay out of it, whatever. And then she kind of just was kind of wanting to argue with me, and I'm like, I had to.
You're just like your mom.
No, I had to raise my voice, and it went from a cute thing. What are you doing for school? Vibe to all right. Now you're making me the bad dad.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, hey. Basically, I'm like, hey, don't be talking crap, because I'm just asking you a quick question, and you're talking crap because she was saying that, oh, well, you talk about people or something like that, right? It was something like along those lines, or I don't know what she said. She tried throwing some sass at it, right? And I'm like, I raised my voice, right? So then she gets all emotional. She starts crying. She goes to her room, and then her mom was like, oh, like kind of made a comment about it, right? And I'm like, look, man, that's what your dad should have done to you. I was like, but in a serious note, I was like, look, because I got to be the dad that will put you in your place and let you know the second that voice starts getting raised, my level's going to be raised.
Yeah.
Because you can't supersede the tone I'm setting in the house, right? The tone I'm setting is being respectful, being not being a bully like we were talking about. And if you want to try to come up and have like little sass, you can be my only girl. You can be the love of my life, my whole world, my little daughter. But you're going to know when like the princess treatment stops, and it can't stop. And I think that was like the point I was trying to make to her and to her mom, is that princess treatment can stop, bro. Mm-hmm. It can stop. And I think that's when men don't understand when to take and when to give away that provision, that protection, and that princess treatment that women crave so bad. You know what I mean?
And I think that's what we need for our younger generation, for our kids growing up and the newborns coming up, for as men, boys turning into men, is to making them understand that we are probably a lot more valuable than what you think, and probably more valuable than you guys. So to start from that is to be like, let's not keep giving them the attention that they necessarily could make them feel they're given every right to be entitled, and take it away and be like, no, I'm a man. There's nothing that's going to it's not going to take away from what I stand and what I believe in, and I'm going to compromise that. And I feel like if we do that now, show our kids that now, for the next generation to learn, it'll reset to where we're back on to where we would have a lot more women that will be genuine and love you for what you have, or for what you're providing. And they'll be a lot softer and be like, hey, you know what, like this is not. This is what it is.
Yeah.
But we've given the society we live in, it's just like the simpness is just there to be like, to feed off their I guess their ego and their sense of entitlement, and be like, well, I got all these men in my DMs, like, Like, look at all the man's in your DMs, but like, which one wants to marry you?
Yeah.
Like, none of them.
None of us.
And then that created a mindset of in women nowadays that okay, they don't know when to be told no. You know what I mean? Or they've never been told no.
They don't know how to accept no.
Yeah, or accept no. And not so much like this is not a bash against women or nothing. I think this is a topic that, like Nick was saying, it goes back to parenting. If you raise the right type of woman, the right type of daughter,
Yeah.
you're gonna have the right type of man seek out your daughter. You know what I mean? And or at least that's the hope in it. You know,
Yeah.
if you raise a little princess that never has been told no by her dad, man, bro, she's gonna have a hard marriage
Yeah.
or partnership. Because now no guy can ever compare. You're the only guy in the world that can tell her no. I mean, that won't tell her no. But every guy is gonna have his boundaries one way or another.
That's what
And
I was,
his limits.
I was thinking, like, when it comes to like, hopefully one day I get to have a daughter. But when it comes to my daughter, like, that's a whole different coaching I might have to learn and like kind of like really invest into, because it's like I want to be able to show my daughter like what I could do for her, as much as my sons too.
Yeah.
But like for her to like be in feminine energy is to be provided for, just like it is for our wives. Be like, hey mom, I got you this. Hey mom, let's go do that. Hey, you need this? We'll get it for you. Don't worry. But not also having that standard to the man that she's gonna fall in love with. It's like I'm doing that because I'm your father. So don't hold me as your father the same standard as you do as your loved one.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I was once with your mom and I wasn't that person
Yeah.
to what her dad was. So it's a different thing that I'm seeing from a different lens now. It's like if I ever get the chance to have a daughter, it's like, man, it's a whole different side of coaching to be like,
You gotta be
How can
delicate
I-
about it. It's not
how-
just
yeah,
the boys. The
how-
boys, it can be hard, and
Yes.
you get good over it.
Yeah, and
But a
then-
girl,
yeah, exactly.
you know,
Yeah, I feel like I'm always like a little bit softer with my daughter sometimes. I'm not gonna say all the time.
Nah, the way you said it was
Yeah.
definitely.
No, sometimes I'm tough on them, but for the most part, like I feel like I have to be like a little bit softer. You know, sometimes I'll get mad at, like earlier I got mad at my daughter, bro, because she was standing next to me in the kitchen, and I was frying potatoes, like little circles of potatoes, and the grease popped and it hit her in the fucking forehead.
Oh yeah.
I got mad at her. I was like, see, that's why you shouldn't be in the fucking kitchen. Like get out, you know. And then, I said like a little more aggressively than that, but
Nah, just give us a play-by-play.
like later, I seen her walking around. She was like kind of upset. Went to go sit on the couch. And I was like, hey, you know, like, I know you know, like, but that's why you shouldn't be.
See, and
You know,
I
like-
love that because like that's the stuff we didn't have as a kid growing up. Like
Yeah,
that, I'm gonna get mad at you,
But
and
come
that's
and tell
it,
you
and
did
you don't
wrong.
even know what you did wrong.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
Like, for it to hear that, bro, I love hearing that because I do that a lot with my kids. Like I get mad at them and I give it time. They'll sink into their emotions and feel like bad. They want to cry, whatever. I give them time to like feel their emotion, but after is the coaching. Be like, hey, Bobby, I'm sorry. Like, I don't like being like this, but you gotta understand that certain things that happen is for a reason. I'm not telling you this because I hate you. I'm not telling you this because I don't love you. It's because I love you.
Yeah.
So the coaching part is like I'm very big on it. It's like I don't just tell my kids, no, don't be doing this and they don't
You
read
kinda
our
explain.
minds. It's just like, all right, I guess I just won't do that. And giving that idea to them and how it is in life for them, I think it's very confusing because then they'll just won't do things just because.
Yeah.
So having like a twist on that though. Now here's the twist to all that we just said. Do you think that also makes the kids or our generation a little bit more soft? Because I find with my own sons, man, bro, by the time my oldest son is 12, almost 13, I knew how to cook, at least make an egg. You know what I mean? Like I knew like the basic cooking. I could make myself a meal. I was out in the streets to who knows what time, and then coming home like when it was dark or when you could see the lights turn on, right?
Yeah.
I could find my way home I walked from middle school to my middle school to home, about a 30-minute walk. I could remember phone numbers, you know, we had to back then, obviously.
Yeah.
It wasn't like nowadays is our phone. But what I'm trying to say is, you look at the kids now, and I feel like their mentality is very, and which is good, which is very childlike. They don't know how to take care of themselves the way I would say maybe we all knew, or the way we thought we knew at their age. You know what I mean? And so, do you think like having that coaching or having that soft side of the parenting that wish we wanted. Do you think that's also making our kids soft in a way?
No, I don't think so. Because like, and it's mainly the kids' mom that raised them, right? But the time
I'm
that
just
I
blaming
do,
that bitch.
It's all the bastard kids.
They're always gonna be the bad ones.
but like the mom raises them, right? And I coach, like, and she does the coaching too. Like, she's very adamant about the same way I go about it too. And I see it how good it could be, because like now, like, they understand, like, when they do something. Like, my oldest one is a perfect example of like when we would discipline and coach him. Now he's teaching his younger brother, to be like, hey, don't do this because this is what happens.
Yeah.
You're gonna get in trouble. So it relays that chain reaction from one person to another to another. Also, I see that they're not having a hard time doing their chores. If not, they're excited. And it's a lot of the coaching that I implement them. It's not so much like, oh, I discipline you, I got to talk to you.
Yeah.
It's more like, hey, understand that these are things that you got to do in life. So chores, don't expect nothing out of chores. It's something you have to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, clean your room every time you go to school or after you get out of school. Do your homework when you get home. Help out your mom. Whatever she needs help with. Have you asked her, is she okay? Is she doing good? Have you given her a hug? Have you given her a kiss? Like, those things go a long way. And now they don't have a hard time doing chores. They don't have a hard time cleaning up after themselves. If anything, like, when I ask them, it's already done.
Yeah, that's good.
So I don't think it makes them soft. I just think that it seems soft because
Because we're so not used to it.
Yeah, we're not used to it. So, and then, like, for me, it's not like, it's the opposite. Like, I wasn't the one to be like, oh, adamant about chores and go take care of this. I mean, to this day, I have a hard time throwing away the trash. It's fucking, take it all the way to the road.
Me too. They be leaving it by the door, and I just be like walking right past it. I'm like,
My kids are like,
Podcast, man. Trying to let my boy come up. I got time for trash.
I'll get it, man. I'll get it when I come back. I'll get it tomorrow in the morning.
I'll do a podcast about it. But
yeah, I don't think it makes them soft. I think it helps them understand. If anything, like I'm saying, like, you tell them no, give them the understanding why it's a no, and then it gives them a better understanding. It probably it exercises their brain to say, okay, we could comprehend on this level, and then it keeps compounding, and it makes them smarter.
what do you think, bro? I know you were gonna say something too.
Oh no, I don't know, bro.
Like how the parenting makes
it.
it.
Someone tells me like, oh, I'm gonna spank my kids. I just automatically think they have bad kids. Or they automatically have bad kids.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can tell, like, when you don't discipline your kid, like, it reflects a lot. Like the way they act in public, you got a kid is acting because you don't discipline them, or you didn't get disciplined enough, or you just don't take corrective action, shit like that. But it's all a parenting, bro. You do soft parenting, you're gonna have a soft kid. Your kid is gonna get real emotional. He's gonna cry for everything because, like, everything's gonna be the end of the world for him, So yeah, I genuinely believe in disciplining kids, bro. At least to a certain extent. I'm not saying beat the shit out of your kid, but like discipline, like, is a thing, that's how it is. And I feel like a lot of people hold back on it nowadays too, like, especially like when it comes to correcting your child in public. If you gotta whip your kid's ass in public, whip their ass. But you know why people don't want to do it?
Yeah. Social media.
Everybody's like this.
Yeah.
Everybody fucking recording. Like, mind your fucking business, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
gonna whoop my kid, and what you can do about it? You can fucking mind your business. You can get whooped next.
I'm not gonna lie.
This should make me happy.
This guy threatening me with a good time.
But nah, bro. Like stop parenting is not it. I don't care what you say, bro. Like, sometimes you gotta whip some ass, bro.
Yeah,
No, for sure,
And
for sure.
even if it is soft parenting, that comes from the mother. It never comes from
Oh,
the
yeah.
father.
Well, or if I can be a little bit of advocate, the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Yes, like you're saying. How are you saying right now? You said
Soft parenting should have come from the mother.
So we're talking about he's like whooping your kid, right? I also think maybe you don't always have to go to the extent.
No.
But you have to let your kids know that the ability for you to go from 0 to 100 is a for sure certainty that can happen.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have to always spank them, they always got to be in check to say, okay, he doesn't spank me, but he can definitely go 0 to 100 if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I think like the possibility, you have to leave that seed of thought in their mind to say, okay, I know my boundary because I don't get spanked often, but I know my dad's gonna do it if he has to do it. Type shit. Like, so yeah, maybe not always, like you said, maybe you don't have to go overboard or
Nah.
there's the excessiveness, but you definitely have to make sure that you have the ability to do it, that you ain't
Yeah.
soft, basically. You know what I mean?
and I think like for my kids, like they understand that very well. Like I just maybe raise my voice 1 or 2 times, and they'll understand. Like if I have to do it again, like they're gonna get hit, and they get scared of me spanking
Yeah.
them. I don't like it. I'm not proud to say it.
Yeah.
But it's just once I understand they have that fear instilled in them when it comes to like
Yeah.
I'm gonna spank you, and they're scared of it,
Yeah.
which they should. You know,
I think that's
They
just
should-
men
they
learn,
should-
I
yeah,
don't
bro.
want my kids scared of me, but I want them to know, like, damn, if I do something wrong, my dad probably would put me.
Yeah,
For
for
sure,
sure,
get
for
in
sure,
trouble.
for sure,
For
for
sure.
sure.
Like, I
And I
probably
think-
shouldn't. Because it instills that thought in their head, like, I probably shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If I do this,
Yeah.
how's my dad doing it?
And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I see it like that instilled fear is the same way, like, and not to be too religious about it, but like the same way when we're like with God, it's just like, damn, dude, I do this, and I know I'm probably gonna get it
I
somewhere.
was thinking the
along
same
way.
thing, bro. I was thinking the
So
same
when
thing.
it comes to that, it's just like that same way. It's why I guess I have like I don't have an issue with it. Like if the kids were to be scared, because I think of it in the religious way, to be like, well, I mean, I had the exact same fear of God, but it's just like I still have grace. I still love God, and I appreciate God for everything because I'm pretty sure the kids would understand that too.
Yeah, now I get some of those verses in the Bible that says like have the fear of the Lord in you, and I used to be like, why do we have to do that? But now like I well, kind of like it's like I'm realizing what the way Nick said it is like, yeah, man, you gotta have that fear that if I do this, man, God's gonna punish me somehow, and that's what keeps you from that. That's what keeps that moral compass and distinguishing you from purpose rather than popularity or from being confident and or being a person that's called out. You know, like I learned that phrase the other day. Like you can be confident, a confident person because you know you have skills or you know what you bring to the table, but being a person who's called to come to the table, even if you don't have skills, if you don't have nothing but God being the one that called you there,
Yeah.
that's a different type of confidence. That's not even confidence. It's just like it's either like a something bestowed on you that's like a responsibility, or it could be a gift. But knowing that you're called to do something is a different level than just having the confidence that knowing you can do it. You know what I mean? But I know that was kind of sidetracked. But yeah, man, like so. And there was another scenario today. So my kids, bro, like I think for the fact that they don't have phones, or I try not to keep them on social media, they play a lot outside. They're literally, they come home. Yeah, they'll be on TikTok for a while or YouTube, but then they'll get bored, turn off the tablet, and then go outside with their friends. And all the neighborhood kids, bro, they literally, a group of 10, like a whole group, will come to our house and knock. And I feel like I'm blessed to be the house that everybody wants to be at. And they don't come inside, but they want to be with our kids, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just a blessing that God has in them. But so to be on the point, there's the neighborhood kids, and there's one of these little girls, bro. She's a little girl, and my kid's mom was telling me today that because I was at work, but she was overheard them talking, and she went outside, and I guess one of the girls kind of has like very, very short shorts, and this is below the age of appropriation, like 10 or less, I think the little girl is. And then one of the neighborhood kids was like, oh, I'm gonna go smack her butt. And then so like she was telling me the story, and I was kind of like laughing because I mean we're boys, right? We've been there. But then it kind of got me thinking, like, okay, like the whole parenting thing. Okay, so who you start to think, who's at wrong here? Is it the boy's parents for having him think like that, or is he just the boy? Is it the girl's parents for letting her and allowing her to go outside, which is why I kind of brought up the topic of being, having your foot down.
Yeah.
And then I guess like the group of kids or someone somehow took it to the attention of the boy that said I want to smack her butt. They took it to his mom's attention. Hey, this is what he said. And she was like, well, she shouldn't be dressing like that. And then I was like,
Mom's problem.
and yeah, so I was like,
Everything on both sides. don't-
I'm both, yeah, exactly. That's kind of the conclusion I came out, because I'm like,
Shout out to the kid who told on him.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So like it got me thinking about like the whole Epstein files. We'll get to that in just a bit. But okay, so you got a kid that made a comment. They told his parents like, well, she shouldn't be dressing like that, kind of off the blame. And then I guess the girl who's dressing like that, I mean, what were her parents? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And why did you allow her to go out? Like she was underage, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, a little girl can wear what she wants, and no man or boy should do anything about it. Yeah. But it's just like we were saying earlier. Like the capability or the danger is always gonna live. You can't get rid of danger out of the world. The danger is always going to be there.
You don't want to give room for error either.
Yeah, exactly. That too. So now let's transition to Epstein files real quick. So the Epstein files, like, this is one thing that I don't agree with. I don't like how everybody nowadays wants to make a woman a victim, bro. Like, I've seen some of the Netflix specials about Epstein, and there's like women, and they're like, oh my god, like I was a victim, but that girl was going and recruiting more women to come to his island. And it's like, okay, so who's really the monster, bro? Is it like the Epstein and his people, or is it the girl that knew the danger and kept recruiting? And then even at that, you got these like 16-year-olds, sure they're underage, but why are you still going back to these islands knowing what they're gonna do? Why are you still hanging out with that crowd? Like that right there. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, what do you think about? I don't know if you have like a topic on the Epstein files, like a review on that. But I'm just like, dude, I don't think it does come down to parenting. Like, well, as parents, where were you that your 16-year-old was out on the island, bro, getting
Nickelodeon kids and shit, bro? Like, where were the parents at? You know what I mean? Like, they just wanted. Those parents were selfish. I know those parents, they were just looking to get rich off their kids, and that's why all that shit happened to their kids. But nah, stuff like that's happening to your kids. Obviously, you're not paying no attention to your kids, bro. Like, you're not watching what they're doing. You don't care about them. Like, no, there's no reason why your underage child should be on another island with the grown people there. Like, that shit don't make no sense. Like,
I do feel like the lack of parenting creates monsters. Yeah, creates convicts, bro. It creates hoes. You know, don't maybe be too vulgar, but it creates sluts, it creates OnlyFans, like that. The lack of good parenting, and I used to be like, oh, like, you know, women are kind of being real bad, but
that's the one thing that's the one thing I didn't get. Like that one OnlyFans person that like changed her life to God. Like, her dad was her manager.
Oh, like, shit!
Her dad was her manager for the OnlyFans.
That's kind of creepy, bro.
Like, what kind of like mindset you gotta be to be like, oh, this is okay, that's fine, I'll manage it. Like, I don't get like how it's so okay, and people to be like, oh, well, that's just the normal thing. It's okay. Like, I don't see how it's so acceptable for stuff like that to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch up on some of these comments.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Brandy said, "Yeah, I have some." This was earlier. I have some tough restrictions. I have no technology home. The most my son gets at home is a TV, but no phone or tablet, and he's 7. So with that being said, I don't know when I'd agree to social media. LOL. Talk about running a strict program. Jasper said, "My boy Nick looks so handsome." And then he said, "Somebody breathing on the mic." And then I didn't see there was it like that. Alexis said, "This generation's soft. I parent my daughter the same way I would my boys. I hold nothing back. It instills discipline. I don't believe in princess treatment just because she's a girl. I've seen firsthand it results in women thinking they deserve to get out of things because they're a female. Just my opinion."
Exactly.
And then Daniel said, "I feel the parent's primary duty is to model humility and repentance, shaping the child's heart through love and sensory experience rather than mere instruction."
Yeah. It's all true. I appreciate the comments again, guys, and we're here to hear it out. So, I'm sorry we don't. Sometimes we get in the mix. We don't focus on the comments, but appreciate y'all watching. But yeah, man. I mean, I think I guess this podcast was really about parenting today. I think and like I said, I really want to spin it back. For a while there, I thought the blame was on women in this day and age. Like, okay, women get away with everything. Women have OnlyFans. Women are ruining dating, et cetera, et cetera. But then you get to the root of the problem, and I've seen some TikTok comments, and they say, well, who set that system up? Because it's like, okay, why can't men find a date? Why do men get ghosted? Why do men get cheated on? And you go down that rabbit hole, and then I would see these comments on the videos, and they made valid points. Who set that system up for a man to have to work so hard to even get a mid girl? You know what I mean? To work, to be the provider, to be the one that has to send so much money, and be in competition with other guys that are sending her money.
Yeah.
That way he can get it in or be the one to date her.
Yeah, it's
and
like
men set that up, bro.
Yeah,
You know what
we're
I mean?
complaining about the effects when we're the cause.
Yeah, exactly. So I am still an advocate for masculinity, and because that's kind of like where my podcast was going for a while. In a few episodes, I was like in that topic, but I still am for masculinity, and I think because of my advocacy for masculinity, that has now shifted my mindset to kind of blame men too.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be like a woman about it or nothing, you know what I mean? But I'm more in an aggressive mindset now. Like, be a man, dude.
Yeah.
Be a man. Step up to the plate. You gotta run your household tight. Like, you gotta make sure, like we're talking, you gotta make sure that your kids know that if you need to lash out, you can lash out in a so to speak manner. And your wife too, bro. Shit, let her know, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I like if my kids know, bro. Like, they know what I'm gonna crash out. Like, they talk like amongst each other. Like,
Oh, that's about to crash
They got that shit from you, bro. Like, they're like,
They'd be like, hey, Junior, go miss mom.
don't miss some mama's scream.
Last time my daughter, she was all like, y'all need to chill out because dad's about to crash out and like, I'm not doing this with him today. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, it's just so funny, like, hearing, like, it puts me in a better mood, bro. Like, I'm about to crash out and like hearing them talk about it, like, they're my oldest ones, like, they take like my feelings into consideration, like, you know. Another thing too is like, what I try not to do is like, and it's hard, bro. I fall short at this a lot. I try not to get mad at my kids in the morning, bro. Like, before they go to school. Like, I try not to, bro, sometimes. Because, like, you get mad at your kids in the morning, you know, you're yelling at them or hitting them or something, like, whatever, like, because you have to, like, whatever, discipline them. I try to refrain from it. I fall short a lot.
Yeah.
But I try to refrain from it because I'm like, damn, like, you drop them off at school and, like, that's all they're thinking about all day. Like, damn, this morning I got in trouble, you know, like, fuck, like, this and that. So, like, every time, like, I drop my kids off at school, like, I always tell them, like, hey, like, I love you, like, have a good day, you know, like, even if it was, like, a bad morning.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like, today, I was all, like, we actually all got ready and everything and left, like, 5 minutes early, I think. And I was like, oh, man, I was like, we're actually on time today. And my son was like, he's like, yeah, and you didn't yell or nothing this morning. I was like, well, yeah, because like, we all do what we gotta do this morning, you know.
Yeah.
Now, the other days, and he's all like, yeah, I know. He's all like, but he's like, it feels good. So, yeah, so it's a good feeling, bro. Like, when you have like good mornings, you send your kids off good. And my boys, bro, they tell me, bye, dad, love you, like 3 times before they close the door, like right when we're pulling up, they're like, bye, dad, love you, and then they get off, they're like, bye, dad, love you, and then Junior always makes sure he's close the door in the back, and then again before they close the front door, they're like, okay, dad, I love you, you know, like,
That's
like,
crazy,
that's
bro.
good
Because
though.
I always do that with the kids. Before I even hang up the phone, like it's always 3, like, and it's separate. Joshua, I tell him I love you 3 times. Okay, let me say bye to Elias. Elias, I tell him I love you 3 times. I don't know what it is about saying it 3 times, but it means a lot to them, bro. So every time, like, we say bye, like, it's already the habit of like, okay, I love you. And sometimes they'll be silly about it now. It's like, love you. They'll make their dumb little faces, their voices.
This daughter too, bro. Like, when I pick her up, bro, and like, I don't like say hi to her, like, you know, like, hi baby, you know, like, I missed you, whatever. She's all like, I'll just be in the front, like, sitting quiet. She'll be like, okay, dad, hi, nice to see you, whatever. so I've been trying to get into the habit, like, whenever I see her, like, and as soon as we get off the car, like, whether we go straight home or to the store, as soon as we get off the car, after I pick her up, like, she'll give me a hug and everything, you know, like, and that's just like the best feeling. Oh, we were talking, we were talking about like like how I don't like to get mad at my kids in the morning and stuff, because then you send them off to school and that's all they're thinking about all day.
No, for sure,
But,
yeah.
like I was saying, like I fall short a lot, you know, but like I do usually try, like when I drop them off, at least like tell them like, hey, like I love you, like have a good day, you know, like shit
So
like that.
what I realized too the other day is that the way you're describing like your relationship with your kids in the morning during the school. Yeah, I heard that earlier, bro. Let's do a mic check on yours too, Preem. Make sure push it all the way in. Sometimes, like for some reason,
Okay.
it just no, did he? But I realized that.
I say we start calling women witches again and burn them. That's crazy.
Hey, nah, that's a good one. Nah. Dude, okay, no, let's go on top of that real quick.
We're on demon hours.
Nah, it's not even about women, but I do think that we should bring back, and I know you're probably disagree with this, but bullying should be brought back to a certain sense, bro. Like, I guess you can never have a
Shameful is maybe.
Maybe,
Yeah, that was the
maybe not
thing.
bullying. Maybe
That was
like you gotta be put to
stoning.
shame. Like, hey, bro, like that's shameful what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't do that stupid shit. You know, or tell like women and men, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I think, like with all the criminals that we got, all the taxes that we're spending, bro, there should be more hangings, public execution, public freaking beheadings, bro.
That's
Like,
crazy. That's
I think so, bro. Like we're wasting like a lot of money on pedos. They should be the first front lines to, boom, like just publicly see them. I'd pay for that shit, bro. I'd pay pay-per-view or tickets to be at a stadium to see a guy get hung. Does that make me weird? Does that make me weird? Government, is that going
That's extreme, but I would say like when it comes to the prison systems, for those that are in there for the wrong reasons and the ones that should be in there, right?
Yeah.
Do need a better form of punishment.
The punishment, yeah,
because
for sure,
there's no way in hell that these veterans don't have shit and are going homeless, and these guys get to live in incarcerated,
Yeah.
with, get 3 meals a day, having the fucking time of their lives, just sleeping whenever they want, doing whatever they want,
For sure.
at least within their vicinity, right? But I don't see how like they live a better life being in prison doing wrong versus the vets are out there that don't have
Yeah.
much for.
Bro, I was watching this documentary, bro, like this short documentary. It was working. It's like this Indian guy, like he goes around like visiting prisons and shit. And there, he went to go visit one of the prisons in Mexico or El Salvador or something like that. But you go into this prison, bro, and it's like one long, like big ass area, and then on each side there's like fucking maybe like 5 or 6 pods on this side, 5 or 6 pods on this side, big old glass windows, and in there is like all these bunk beds, bro, like stacked. Like I think it was all like maybe like 5 or 6 bunk beds stacked on top of each other, bro. And they're in that prison. They're like all like gang members, like MS-13 and stuff like
Yeah,
that. And
yeah,
like
yeah. Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
other like and stuff. And bro, like they. I don't even think they get to eat meat, bro. I think they eat like rice and beans with tortilla.
Something like that.
every
They're
day.
very
Yeah.
minimal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very minimal. They come out to stretch for like 30 minutes a day, but like they don't have no tablets like other prisons. They don't have like blankets. They don't have like mattresses on their beds. Like literally, they don't have nothing to do, bro. They're just in there. They don't even get visitation, bro. Like, they can't
Yeah, I think
Yeah, bro.
that very same prison, bro. Like they're just sitting like in a row behind each other, not doing shit.
Yeah.
They're just sitting there.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah,
no walk around.
it was that video.
nothing.
Yeah,
no
all
walk
they
around.
could do is stretch and then like sing, I think, or pray or something like that. But that's all they could do, and they were all like just sitting in a straight line. Like,
Yeah,
I'm just
I
like,
don't-
damn, bro, like you have no like communication like with the outside world or nothing. Like you don't even know. They don't even know what time it is. They don't know if it's night or day. Like nothing, bro. Like they have the lights on the whole time they're in there. Like,
Yeah.
they never turn the lights off. Or anything.
Now I'm not one to say like, oh, they got to be cruel about it, but they shouldn't be having a good time there.
Yeah.
But then
on a
it's
side
just-
note, I think it's you, bro. That
I want to say it's that wire,
you're
bro.
you're feeling a lot. Like you're talking, you're like, hey,
bro, what are you doing, bro?
I'm just showing you what you're doing. No, like, 'cause, like you'll do that, and then it gives that sound. Nah, I was going overboard, bro.
Bro, you should clip that. That was crazy, bro. That's what you need to do.
The gawk.
You need to make a TikTok for your podcasting. So like just like the other podcasts, on their TikToks, all they posted clips
Like
from
certain
their
clips?
yeah.
Bro, that's what I was saying. Funny you say that. Me and Preem were talking, bro, and it's time consuming, bro. And I think that's the extra work that I need to put in for sure. Like, hey, you're not gonna get nowhere without putting extra work, right?
No.
But damn, it really is time consuming, bro. Because I gotta go back and hear the best parts. That's an hour podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're right.
I just
though,
don't think the prison system should be a place of enjoyment. Like I don't think
sure.
they should. I don't think, and it's not to
Phones in
be.
there?
Yeah, I don't think it's to be like cruel, but I don't think it should be like a thought in their mind to be like, oh, I could do this. Like make sure it's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Like
I think
this
they
is
should
why
bring
you're
back-
in here to make them repent from the bad stuff that they're.
They should
doing.
bring back whipping too.
Whipping is crazy, bro.
But not for skin color. For who? Bro, no. But like, no, for real, like for the prison system, like prisoners should be whipped at least once a month.
Or like people who still like they just like chop off their hand or something, or like their finger or something.
I feel like that's pretty extreme. No, they're still really?
That's like my big.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I still like pieces of gum from the.
Yeah, that's kind of bro. Like, you're like stealing from like people's money, from people's businesses, like you know, like small business. Like, cause I'm not gonna lie, like I would too when I was younger. I would take like a candy, you know, from Walmart, like a corporation, you know, like I'm not gonna steal like from the little viejita down the street, right?
Yeah.
Like, a little candy shop or something, you know, like nah, bro. But like nah, people who like still like you're stealing money, you're robbing people, robbing cars, like stealing cars, like you're stealing shit that people worked hard for, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's like, bro, that's
Valuables.
That's
yeah.
ghetto, yeah. I don't like that shit.
I think you're right. Maybe corporations, but people like
People
community.
get stoned, bro. People used to get stoned.
That'd be crazy. I'm telling you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I know it sounds like insensitive, but I think I would pay for some shit like that.
We were talking about the other day, the gladiators.
Chat, does that make me seem weird over there? Like,
Like a firing squad.
that'd be cool too.
What?
Like a firing squad. Like, or like you pay to be one of the ones that executes him. You know what I mean? Like you put in your bid,
that's crazy.
and then like he's target practice.
This all sounds black market stuff.
With the firing squad, I don't think all of them had bullets. I think one person had a bullet, and all of the rest of them had blanks.
Blanks?
So they didn't know who killed the person.
Oh,
they
shit.
never knew. Yeah, I think that's how it worked. If I'm correct.
That's not. I mean, it's not a bad way to put
Yeah.
it.
Hanging too, like.
I really do think like and I'm talking about extreme crimes. Like I'm not talking about, you know, there's some crimes that get not political, but they get
Debatable.
debatable. Yeah, like okay, like was that too wrong? Was that too bad? But I think for sure the crimes like top crimes. We're talking about, you know, SA. We're talking about, like you said, stealing. We're talking about murder. You know, hit and run type shit that they never went back to render aid. I think even though there's some certain situations where I understand, like maybe it was a girl, maybe it was a guy, maybe they didn't know, they truly didn't feel it, it was nighttime. I can understand, but you took a life.
Yeah.
And I think you should trade your life for theirs, in a sense. You took a life for a life.
I'm glad that now that, you know, for every person that is, I don't know if it's in every state, but like for every person that has passed away, you pay the kids' child support now.
Oh, see, there you go. That
Yeah.
too. You know, that's a. You don't have to die. You know, you can pay their child support or die. Which do you want? You know, like, do you want to die or do you want to pay their child support for the dad that you hit and run? You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that. Yeah.
So,
But
yeah. So,
for
like,
sure, the top ones. I think those need to be publicly executed, bro. Because how is it that we created like gangs? How are they like selling drugs in there, bro? How are they like using phone? Like, bro. You're supposed to be in timeout fully, you know what I mean?
They said AB talking about whipping in public executions like it's 1492.
bro.
Oh man. Hey, let me see your nails, bro. Can you see your nails?
Dirty one.
Yours are kind of rough. Nah, bro, it's because I be seeing like a lot of barbers and shit, like, or just like even non-barbers, bro. Like dudes, like they don't have like their nails cut, bro. Like they're long, like
Yeah.
past like the skin. You know what I mean? Like past like this.
I think it's kind of
Like
dirty.
too much pass is like, bro, that shit gives me the ick. And like
It does.
they'll be like holding their head, like taking pictures of like their
Ooh,
haircuts.
yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like why you got that claw on there?
Oh,
bro?
yeah,
I'm just
dude.
like, I know this one barber, bro. Like he has like these real ugly hands, bro, and like he's like always like fishing or like doing something like fucking with something dirty, bro. And, like his hands just have that naturally like ugly look to him, bro. Like calluses and everything. Like, and he's there taking pictures of his client's head like that, like shaving them, like putting his fingers on their face, like. I'm like, bro, like,
He got that
that's some-
thumb right there.
Yeah,
You're
bro,
like,
some gloves with these, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like today I ran out of gloves. Well, yesterday I ran out of gloves. So the haircuts I did today and at the end of yesterday, I was using like my bare hands, bro. And although I like the way it feels better holding my machines, like I just couldn't have my hands like on their face, bro. Like I don't know. I'm feel like damn. Like what if my hands are like greasy or something, makes them fucking break out? Or
So you don't
like-
wear gloves, or you do?
No, I do.
Oh, okay,
But I
okay.
just ran out, so it was like
okay,
these
okay.
last couple of cuts I did, like I didn't have gloves on. Like it feels nice not wearing my gloves.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Do you
no,
do it for yourself, or like do you wear gloves?
both?
Okay.
Because I'm touching shit all day. Like, I just
Yeah.
naturally touch it all day, and then you put your hands on people's faces. But what I was doing a lot is putting like, well, even when I have gloves on, I'll spray the aftershave on my hands.
Yeah.
You know, like put it on my hands. Like if my hands are on their face, like
It doesn't smell-
Yeah, it smells good
yeah,
at least. You know?
that's smart.
And like the aftershave has like alcohol in it, you know, so it's like
Yeah.
at least like.
Dude, you should do the
Like
prank,
that.
the fart
fart
spray.
spray?
Imagine you already smelled it, bro.
Nah, but
No?
I've smoked shit like that, bro.
It's like,
That
it's not
shit-
regular shit.
yeah. And I always wear gloves, bro. Even with gloves, like one of my instructors at school, like he showed us like when you're shaving someone's face, you're doing like a shave, spray your gloves like with aftershave, so there's at least smelling something.
Yeah, I mean,
What
that makes
barber
sense.
Maiden Barber School, MEI, over there in Boston. But yeah, bro, that's just one thing, like, bro, like, and then like they just post pictures, or like when they post pictures smoking or something, they got like long ass.
Oh,
It's nasty, bro. There's so many guys on my Facebook, bro, that be posting like with dirty ass nails, bro. And I'm just like, bro, that's fucking nasty, bro.
I think not to be all feminine, but I think you got as a man, you got to take care of yourself, bro. Like,
It's like once or twice a month, bro.
Yeah,
It's like
bro.
get your fucking like do it yourself. It's not hard.
Yeah, that's not
bro.
hard, yeah, like-
and then what's crazy is being a barber, having your hands like that is crazy because we learn how to do basic manicures.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
That's part of our course.
Yeah, okay.
We know how to like cut our shit good. We know how to push our fucking
Cuticles.
back. Like,
All
all
right.
that shit, bro. Like,
So there's no reason any barber should be
yeah,
like that. that bad. Yeah.
And if you are like, put on fucking gloves. Not that hard. You like to be dirty, just put on some gloves.
Yeah, I think that's
Like,
gross,
it's not
bro.
that hard.
Like,
I would rather live like when people have cut my hair and like they don't have gloves on, bro. Like I'm just like, oh, like they're touching my face. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get a bum or something.
Yeah, bro.
I do have a sense of appreciation, like whenever I see a barber, like they're like smoking a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
They either have a glove on
Yeah.
when they're smoking, so when they take it off,
Ah,
they
it
smell
doesn't
it.
smell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or after they come back, they just
Put
put
the
their
glove.
gloves on.
It's crazy because one of my instructors in barber school, bro, like he would smoke all the time, bro. He
Never
would smoke,
smelled like
but he never smelled like he smelled. I
that's
didn't even know
good.
he smoked cigarettes until one time I called him early in the morning because he would get there real early before everybody.
Okay.
And one time I got there early, I was eating in my car and I seen him smoking. I was like, what the fuck? Are you smoking weed or a cigarette? But now later I asked him, like, you smoke cigarettes? He's like, yeah. I'm like, bro, like your breath never smells like it. Like his hands never smell his clothes, like nothing, bro.
Yeah.
What the
Was it
fuck?
menthol or what? Maybe.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, but he
Thought it was chewing gum, but it was the
smelled
menthol
it.
ones.
Yeah. He wouldn't chew gum. He would drink a lot of coffee, maybe.
Yeah, that probably
Yeah,
lasts
yeah.
pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, like cigarette has a very strong stench.
it does, bro. It does. It won't leave.
When you smoke weed.
But I do like the smell of it though.
Yeah, I do like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Reminds me of my grandpa or
Yeah.
something.
What?
Like, what the fuck?
Nah, but yeah, that's just one. That's why I was looking at everybody's nose earlier too. I was
Yeah,
like,
bro. I mean, I try to keep clean. It's like I try to also. I don't know. I don't want to get old, bro. So I'm like constantly trying to make sure I don't have bags under my eyes. But that's just one thing. You know, I was seeing that you can get like ice water in the morning and then dip your face in it, and that's gonna kind of like help out with that.
Ashton Hall?
For all the
those face ice baths.
all the girlies that like
light
aesthetic.
therapy?
Was it? Is it? Was it?
Esthetician?
Yeah, esthetician or aesthetic stuff. You know, that's what I heard. You get a bowl of water, and first thing in the morning, it's got to be in the morning. it kind of like helps the lymphatic system or whatever. So it kind of like depuffs your face. It kind of brings collagen to your face. Oh, what am I doing, bro? This is a man's podcast. nah, I don't know. I like that. I like some of that stuff, bro. Like, I think looking good is not a bad thing. Maybe when you look too good, or it's like, yeah, a little bit. But
Like us too though. Like as barbers, like I feel like we have to like at least like somewhat like look decent. You know, I mean sometimes I'll come just to work like with in shorts or sweats and like with my sandals on and shit like that. But
I love my shorts, bro. Like I love being in my shorts, but lately, like I've been trying to dress up, and like there's always that sense of like barbers sometimes do have like that swag.
Yeah.
Like when you see a barber that's dressed nice, I mean,
you want to get your haircut
like
with him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's just like the times that I do like make effort to dress nice. Like these past couple of times, I've been cowboyed out, and it's like, damn, these clients. I noticing difference on how they treat you when I'm dressing up and versus how I am in my fucking basketball shorts, baggy hoodie, and my fucking regular shoes.
Yeah. But then again, you're young. You know what I mean?
We have to adjust to a lot of different kind of people, bro. I have a lot of different clients, bro. Like I have hood clients, I got drug dealer clients, I got law enforcement clients, I got professional clients, I got business owner clients, like all types, bro. And I feel like you just have to like know how to carry yourself in certain situations.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because some of those people like they really take like their job serious, you know. So they don't like to be around like people who are
a bad name for it.
Yeah. That's why like I honestly I'm not gonna lie, bro. I enjoy servicing my older clients. I have nothing against my younger clients. Nothing like doesn't mean I don't like y'all, but I like my older clients better, bro, because like. They have so much like wisdom, and they appreciate the service so much, bro. Like the owner of the building, like when he comes in, bro, he's like so
cool, bro.
excited.
He gets to discuss with you and shit.
Yeah, he comes over. Yeah, he came and introduced his whole family to me and everything, bro. Like super
awesome.
cool guy.
That's cool.
And I
love when they do that, bro.
Yeah, I cut his hair already like 3 times, bro. And he's always like so appreciative, bro. Like when he looks in the mirror, like he just like feels like alive again. And I get that that same reaction from a lot of my younger clients too. It's just those older guys, they have like more wisdom, you know, like they talk to you about stuff. It's just a different vibe.
Yeah, it's like you can poke their brains a lot more,
Yeah,
and then you'd be like,
a monk, bro. Like, they do everything, they've seen everything, bro. Like, it's crazy.
There's a lot to learn from like some of the older, classier people, bro. Like there's the wisdom, and you learn to move slower. Like you don't have to always be in a rush. Mm-hmm. Or what I try to learn from is like I try to study people who are old money, new money. And like the old money, you hear them talk, you see their mannerisms. They don't say thank you. They don't over say thank you. I noticed like for me, example, I have like a server, whatever, at waitress, constantly saying thank you for everything she's doing. Thank you for the drink. Thank you. Right? They not so much that the old money expects it, but old money is like they reserve their thank yous. They reserve the gratitude for only like the moments that it's needed, basically. And like I said, they talk slower. They are never in a rush, and their laugh. Their laugh. You know when they're rich.
Jeff Bezos, you seen that video where he's laughing?
No,
he's
like super rich.
He's like he's just like it's like that deep musky laugh. Yeah, kind of like that.
Bro, like that's the you know it's money, bro.
Yeah, it's like dude, that dude's like
how do I get
rich
to that point, bro? That's what I want to learn to get to that laugh. I have a dumbass laugh. I want to laugh like damn, bro. That's a problem why I want to have.
I got a broke ass laugh.
That broke ass laugh is crazy, bro.
My bank account negative laugh.
You can tell a bank account behind the laugh. Damn, bro. Nah, but for real though, like. But anyways, I think we're gonna stop the podcast here. It's been a minute already, so. I appreciate you guys watching the podcast. I really want to stay consistent on this. I really appreciate, again, the boys and Nick, the barber, sorry, brother. Barber Nick here. And Against the Grain Barbershop for hosting us here again. And for now, it's like it's definitely a temporary little home here that we got going on. So it's pretty cool. Appreciate the space. Appreciate the time that Barber Nick has for us and Preem here joining us on the podcast. I'm really open to if you want to be on the podcast. I preferably am like wanting to get a girl's perspective. So if we have any women watching,
No weirdos though.
no, don't try to hit on me, bro. No, I'm just kidding. But no, for real, like if you have, preferably women, I do want to get a woman's perspective and see what you think. Kind of pick the brains on like, because right now it's all men, right? But if I would love to have like a different point of view, a different side, or even if you disagree with what we said.
That's fine.
If you
too.
can come respectfully as a man, like no, trying to argue nothing, like just respectfully, like we're gonna talk about it and that'll be cool. But
No liberals.
yeah, no, yeah, bro,
So
no.
quick thing. I don't know if you guys seen, because you said that and it's been on my mind lately.
When I stop it. Like, nah, 20 minutes coming up.
But that podcast with Joe Rogan and the guys from The Rib, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. So they were saying that like the theater industry is becoming a bit more boring. That's why the
Podcast.
movies haven't been good,
They haven't.
haven't been hitting. Is because of how conservative they can be, and more of the exciting ones are coming from the liberal. So I was like, man, I thought about it. He's like one of the good movies that you would have thought that wasn't like much of a liberal take, but it is Good Willing Hunt with Rob Williams and Matt Damon.
Oh, the old one?
Yeah,
Oh.
that one was a pretty good movie.
I haven't seen it.
But-
I don't know if I've ever
I was
seen
like,
it.
Never heard of it.
no,
Never heard
bro,
of
you
it.
gotta watch it. It's a good movie. It really is a good movie.
Good
though.
Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie.
It's
But
with-
it's not like, oh, it's some liberal stuff where it's just like they're going way out of their way to push an agenda. It's just you would have a sense of appreciation how they map out that movie, and that's the thing. That's
what's it
like,
about? Really?
Oh, dude. It's from 1997.
bro? Watch it, watch it, bro. I promise you. Like, it's one of those movies that don't have
But
a
what's it
time
about?
on it. It's about like,
good actors, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it has the old school ones.
That's
for
what I'm
sure. I
saying.
know that for sure.
and you're shitting on it, you haven't even watched it, bro.
But what's it about?
But so it's like this guy is like a mathematician genius. He's a youngster, and he can't navigate like what he has as a gift. So then there's this guy that this mathematician that's been trying to get a reward for what he's doing or whatever. Sees him, he's like, that's my golden ticket. I could help this guy be that. What do you want to call it? That mentor for him, so that we can get to that point where we could get that Nobel Prize or whatever. But he needs help, and he gets help from his best buddy or his ex-best buddy that's a therapist. So that therapist is like, I understand what he's going through because I see myself in him, so let's not push him too hard. But the other guy's like, the mentor's like, no, push him because this is what he needs. So he's wrestling between those two things while that guy's trying to figure out himself and whether he loves this girl that he's with right now. And
That's complicated.
Yeah. No, it's a very good movie, bro. It really is. Like,
I've heard about it. I don't know. I think I saw it like maybe on Tubi or was it Netflix?
To be
Yeah, it might be on. I saw it like there, and I was like, maybe I want to watch it, but just it being that old, kind of just.
I don't know.
But
bro.
I probably
Yeah.
will watch it now that you're saying.
Yeah, and no, it's a good movie. It's like it's
It's
one
like
of those.
Robin Williams. It's like
Rob
a serious,
Williams,
like a serious movie, right? It's
Even
not like a
Rob
comedy or
Williams,
nothing.
man, they are really good actors.
Yeah,
too,
they're gonna impeach.
Nah, bro. They ain't do anything with it.
He's already too far deep
I
into
feel
it.
like Trump, he's just like, unfuckable.
Yeah.
He can't fuck.
It's because he knows what he knows how to navigate like the social media. He knows how to he knows how to give the people what they want, bro. Like, okay. Better question is, do you think he's really not so much that he is? Because I think we see that he is in the Epstein files. But you think he has anything to do with all that?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. I don't know. I would think so.
I feel like,
But I mean,
he gives,
I'm only saying that blindly because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I have no attachment. Like
To the
social media was
yeah.
my only source of like knowledge
Seeing all
for
that,
the
yeah.
world. So I already don't know what's going on.
I feel like
But look how many other people are on those files lists, and none of them are getting backlash.
you know. Oh, I saw this a clip of Whoopi Goldberg. I guess she's in a lot of times in the Epstein files. She's mentioned. And have you ever seen that show, The View?
Yeah,
Bro, it's annoying
Bro,
as
when I was a
hell,
kid,
bro.
I love it.
Probably as a kid,
That's
yeah.
what I was gonna get at earlier, bro. Like podcasting, kind of like really been like a thing. They would call them talk shows, but like I
No,
feel
for
like
sure.
the whole podcasting thing
it's
always been
a thing,
around,
you know,
yeah.
like, same thing with Oprah. Same thing with
Yeah.
DeGeneres.
Yeah.
Like same thing with talking Jerry Springer. Like
It's just now
that was a little more
accessible to
crazy.
everybody. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
YouTube.
But
But
no,
yeah, so they
that's
were talking
crazy.
about her,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
They were saying, she was like, so The View, if you know about The View, usually they like to bash Donald Trump. Any chance they get, they're bashing on Donald Trump, and then they're bashing on Republicans and basically people who have like a conservative mindset. And sometimes it's like, okay, I can hear it. Sometimes it's like annoying because like they're just saying the same old song. But she, like, I saw this clip and she's like trying to defend herself, like, you can be on the list and that doesn't mean nothing. Like, I didn't do anything with Epstein. I barely even met the guy, but like she's mentioned a few times.
Yeah.
So they're like looking stupid because they hate Donald Trump, obviously, and they're trying to be like, oh, he's mentioned so many thousands of times, but oh, Whoopi Goldberg's only mentioned this many times. You're still on the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so does that make you bad being on the list, or is there like another boundary that you're gonna put that, oh, okay, maybe there's more investigation? You know, I don't know. A whole loophole. That's probably another podcast, but yeah, bro, I don't know. It's
Just because
just,
he's white and everybody hates him. That's why.
I think it's,
So as a black person, they'll take the race
You know
route
what?
so fast. If there was
Dude.
like another race of person, they're gonna take that race card
yeah.
so quick. Like with Jay-Z, I know the first thing they're gonna be like, oh, he's a rich, successful black man. He's been doing this and that. Like,
I have another. Is this my phone? I have one more topic before we end.
Well, have you asked? Another topic.
Man, I forgot. What was the last point that you just said?
I was talking about like Jay-Z, how like they like, or how like they were like, it's only because it's Donald Trump, you know, like anybody else, like.
Oh, okay. Nationalism, or so the thing that I think people don't like about Donald Trump, and I'm not full on Donald Trump. Like I love what he stands for. Maybe all his actions aren't the best, right? But just to kind of pick your brains, and then maybe next podcast we'll touch on this nationalism and like. It's not called racism, but it's called like when you love your own race, basically.
Yeah.
You see how like black people can be like, oh, it's a black thing, like, yeah, like black power or whatever, and then you got like Mexicans roaming the streets just because of ICE, and they're like, you know, Mexico, Viva Mexico. You got every other race is like allowed to be proud of their race except being white, and I like. You look at if you're proud to be white and you want to be only in your white community, you're what do they call you're like a KKK or what's it called, like white power. And bro, like I don't get me wrong, white people of course have a history in our history books of how they treated and what they did, but I strongly believe as Mexicans, don't get me wrong, if I went to like a different state and I moved to another state, I'd probably feel more comfortable living in a neighborhood around my own people than I would to be living around like, you know, another race. So, but it's so spun out when a white person does it that they want to like, oh, like what's wrong with a white person wanting to breed white babies and just keep doing that? You know, like it seems racist, right? It seems like, what's this guy talking about? But like, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, what's wrong with trying to keep the bloodline? Because if it was a Latino, oh, like marrying a Latino, like we need to keep our bloodline going. We need to keep the raza going, the culture going. But when it comes to white people, oh, they're racist, right? And I just, I don't know. I was kind of like seeing a couple of videos and went down a rabbit hole about that. About what Trump stands for is like America first, loving what this country stands for. What America, you think about burgers, you think about freedom, you think about fries, you think about, you know, like everything that makes America free. But when people want to come and have Indian food in their culture and have Mexicans in their culture and have black people and Russians and Japan and Chinese, they want to have their cultures, but white people can't be okay with saying America first, have their culture. You know what I mean? And I think that's where this culture in this day and age is trying to like take a hold of that and say, no, white people are bad.